Hi guys, I'm Tim.
I'm Anna.
And this is the Geekedupgaming Review Group. We're going to bring you guys a review of Fire Ants pre-Kickstarter and for the table and show you guys the game. Alright guys, so this is the box to Fire Ants. It is a ages 7 up, 2 to 4 players, and you might be able to squeeze in a 5th one in there. The rules do state that it's only 2 to 4, but I think it'll work with 5 and just make it a little bit more difficult because of the cards. And then we have the rule sheet here. That's only 2-sided. And then do keep in mind this is all prototype and not final. So this is the, nope, that's not it, I lied. This is the card that starts out. So in the beginning you're going to start out with this card in the middle of the field, I guess, which is the 5-point card, and it's the only double-sided card in the whole deck, so you'll be able to find it easily. And then I'm going to let Anna take over.
There are 3 resources, and I gotta find them. There's a metal, a plastic, and a water. And those are your 3 resources, and each fire, which are these cards right here, these are all your different fires. They're based by points: 5, 3s, 4s, all the way down to 1s. And you need 1 metal, 2 plastic, and 3 water to put out a fire. This fire. This one, 2 metal, 4 plastic, and 5 water. There are also wild cards. They're ant magic. They can be played as anything. I like the little guy dancing there, the little hula man. Hula ant, I guess, right? And the goal is to get the most points at the end. But there's a bunch of fires of various sizes, and when you get to, it's 7 now, the rules say 6, but I think you changed it. When there's 7 fires out, you don't draw anymore, and each player takes a turn and tries to put out one of the fires. If you cannot put out a fire, the entire game loses. It's kind of reverse co-op in that everyone loses or someone wins. So it's interesting how that plays out. And once the board is cleared and all the fires are put out, whether it's all of them in the game or the board is cleared of 0, then the game's over and you count points for the fires. And you don't play it as in put one down, put one down. You put a fire out all at the same time.
Yeah, so we can show you guys an example real quick. So we're going to take the deck. Let's shuffle these cards together real quick here, Anna.
Here's the 5.
We got to find the 5.
Oh, thanks
Alright,
for
there's
snatching
5.
Is that the 5? No, this is the 5.
No, that's the 5. There's the 5.
Okay.
Alright, here. You can shuffle half of this. I'll shuffle the other half, since there's so many cards.
Also, if you're out of cards at any time, you draw 3.
Yeah, once the deck runs out, you just shuffle the discarded cards that were already used to put out previous fires. Okay, that's good enough. Okay, so my hand consists of 2 waters and 1 metal.
And I got a fire, so I had to put it in.
Yeah, so she drew a fire, this fire here, off of the deck. Or was that in starter hand?
It was in my starting hand.
Either way, if you draw it off the deck, like this one, then it comes out. And then you redraw that card that took out that spot.
And then I have a metal, which is my ant magic, a plastic, and a metal, plastic, and a water, which is my ant magic. So I take a fire, put it out, discard.
Yes. And Anna should have let me draw my second card after this one and then let me take my turn. But anyways.
No, you just took your turn.
No, I took my turn because I drew my card, put that one down.
And you drew another card. You have 4 cards in your hand, right?
But that didn't end my turn.
Oh,
Just to let me give you the opportunity to put a fire out.
Were you gonna put a fire
But since
out?
there's still one here, I won't get mad at you.
Oh. See how that works out? He won't get mad at me because he gets...
Because I got a fire. Now, unlike Lord of the Waterdeep, I tainted that whole game.
How?
Because you guys didn't let me use my extra marker. But anyways, this is Fire Ants, not Lord of the Waterdeep. So that's basically how you play the game, and then you have to have all the cards to take out a fire at the same time. You can't, you know, put a pipe down or metal, and then put down water, and then so on and so forth. I think it'd be a cool mechanic to see, because there's a lot of cards here. I think the game would go, 1, faster, and 2, it would be a really cool mechanic to have everyone building on that same fire, and then whoever puts the last piece in,
I think it'd be terrible.
Gets the fire. Yeah, but I think it'd be so cool.
No, it'd
like,
be terrible. Because what if you put so many efforts into that fire and then someone else snatched it?
Because you could still hoard your cards and then just take them all at once.
It would be terrible.
I think it would be cool.
I don't think so.
Well, I think we should play test it then.
No.
Okay, so that's Fire Ants. So we will go ahead and head on to our conclusion.
So for our conclusion of Fire Ants, we'll ask Tim what he thinks.
I just said that she could go first, and she just dumped it on me. I think it's a really cool game. I think the age appropriate, what they put on the box is really, really cool. I think that there's a lot of different mechanics that can be incorporated to make different games out of the cards that are there. So that's kind of fun, like what I was talking about right at the end of our little gameplay of how each person could build onto it and everything. That's not how this one's built. There is a co-op expansion possible if this game does get to take off. So I'd be really excited to see what the expansion would be for the game, to kind of incorporate that co-op. I think that there's possibly enough cards there when playing it that it could already be a co-op as it is. It would just have to be implied in the rules. So I think it's age appropriate for what it was labeled. Your turn.
My turn? Oh. I think it's a fun little game. It kind of reminds me of Pooh and Nuts, and the aspect of it's kind of elementary. The theme's kind of cool. You know, there's not a lot of games with bugs and like funny bugs at that like put out fire with metal. Yeah,
I was confused by. Because I thought Fire Ants, I thought we were going to be like destructive and causing fires, and it's the complete opposite. You're putting fires out for the colony, so you're actually a fire-fighting ant. And so, I mean, it's fun. And then when I was looking at the box, I thought that this little water squirting, I thought that was like a different type of bug.
And then it was like an anteater.
And then when I saw it was an aardvark, and I was like, oh, we're going to be fighting aardvarks and lighting them on fire or something like that. And I was putting fires out, so it was actually a firefighting ant. So. Because when I think of real fire ants, you know, they're evil and territorial. So I thought maybe that's where that was going, but I was really surprised. And I'd rather be surprised than be, you know, caught off guard with a game and play it a different way than what it's expected to be played, instead of being like, oh, this is the way fire ants are supposed to be, and then having to think about it all realistically, where this is like a really fun kid game and pickup game and stuff.
Like I said, when I said it's elementary, I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just simple, so that's good. And we played it with a 3-player.
Yeah.
And it ran pretty well. So.
Yeah, and we just...
Sorry.
It ran a long while just because I was basically getting all the water. You were getting all the metal. And then Dolphus was getting all the plastic, so it was like none of us could get the resources.
Yeah, we had like these big, massive hands of cards that we were trying to sort out.
So, alright,
he likes it.
Yeah, that's all we've got for Fire Ants, and it'll be on Kickstarter soon enough. We'll be tweeting about it and everything, so if you guys follow us on Twitter at Geekedupgaming1, then I'm pretty sure that we will probably have something coming across there about it. So, I'm Tim.
I'm Anna.
And this is the Geeked Up Gaming Review Group, and we'll see you guys later.